You're standing on the edge of your limits, staring into the abyss of everything you could be. Most people turn back. They make excuses, rationalize, or convince themselves that half effort is enough. That's weakness talking. That's the soft voice inside you that wants you to stay comfortable. But comfort is the breeding ground of mediocrity. Going all in. It's not for everyone. It's for the ones who are sick of settling. It's for those who have felt the weight of their wasted potential, who look in the mirror and hate what stares back because they know they could be more. If you're reading this and you feel that burn in your chest, that's your soul begging you to stop holding back. Giving it your all isn't glamorous. It's ugly. It's raw. It's waking up at 4 a.m. when your body is screaming for more sleep. It's running until your legs threaten to buckle, and then running 5 more miles just to prove you own your mind, not the other way around. It's about digging deep into the darkest parts of yourself, the parts you've been too scared to face, and pulling out the warrior that's been hiding there all along. Every excuse you've made, every shortcut you've taken, that's weight you're carrying. It's time to strip it off. Go all in. Give everything you've got until there's nothing left. Then dig deeper. Because when you hit that breaking point, when your body is shattered and your mind is screaming at you to quit, that's when most people fold. But not you. That's where you separate yourself. Going all in means there's no plan B. It's burning the boats and committing to the battle. It's knowing that failure isn't an option because you've already decided. You will not quit. You've got one life, one shot. And if you're not willing to give every ounce of yourself to the fight, then what the hell are you doing here? The clock's ticking. The world doesn't care if you succeed or fail. It's all on you. So stop hesitating, stop making excuses, and start living like your life depends on it. Because it does. You wake up, and the first thing you feel is doubt clawing at you. That voice in your head is already whispering, "Take it easy today. You deserve a break. No one will notice if you slack a little." That voice is the enemy. It's your comfort zone trying to chain you down, to keep you soft, weak, and unremarkable. And every time you listen to it, you give up a piece of yourself, a piece of your potential, your future, your greatness. But here's the truth. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to do the work for you. No one cares how tired you are, how much you've already done, or how hard the road is ahead. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. If you want to be better, if you want to rise above the average, you've got to take full ownership. That means going all in, every single day. No half measures, no shortcuts, no excuses. Going all in isn't a choice you make once. It's a decision you make over and over again. Every rep in the gym, every hour grinding at your craft, every moment you choose discipline over weakness. It's a vote for the person you want to become. And guess what? There's a price to pay for that kind of commitment. It's pain. It's sacrifice. It's putting in work while others rest, sweating while others sleep, and suffering while others indulge. You think you've given enough? Think again. The truth is, most people never even scratch the surface of what they're capable of. They quit when it gets hard, settle when it gets uncomfortable, and wonder why they never achieve anything great. But you're not most people. You're here because something inside you refuses to settle. You know there's more to life than just existing, more than just getting by. You want to leave a mark, to become something unstoppable. Let me tell you what it takes. It takes pushing yourself past every limit you thought you had, breaking down walls you didn't even know existed, It takes discipline on days when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror and asking, am I truly giving it everything I've got? And if the answer is no, you don't walk away. You get back to work. Going all in isn't pretty. It's late nights, early mornings, and a relentless refusal to quit. It's running when your lungs are on fire, studying when your eyes are burning, grinding when your body and mind are screaming for relief. And when you think you've hit your limit, when every fiber of your being is telling you to stop, that's when you go further. That's where you grow. Because pain is the price of transformation, and sacrifice is the currency of greatness. Think about the people who inspire you, the ones who've achieved the impossible. Do you think they got there by taking it easy? By coasting through life? Hell no. They went all in. They put everything on the line. They bet on themselves when no one else would. They weren't afraid to fail because they knew failure was just another step on the path to success. You want to be unstoppable? Then act like it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect plan. None of that exists. The only thing that matters is the action you take right now. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. So stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop dreaming about the life you want. Start fighting for it. This isn't just about achieving a goal. It's about becoming the kind of person who refuses to be broken. The kind of person who doesn't stop when they're tired. They stop when they're done. It's about proving to yourself that you are more powerful than you ever imagined. That you can endure more pain, more hardship, and more struggle than you ever thought possible. So when the voice in your head tells you to slow down, to back off, to quit, you don't listen. You don't stop. You keep going until there's nothing left to give. And then you give a little more. Because when you go all in, when you give everything you've got, you don't just change your circumstances, you change who you are. And when you're standing at the top, when you've conquered every obstacle, and the world looks at you in awe, you'll know it wasn't luck, it wasn't talent, it wasn't a gift. It was you. It was your refusal to settle, your commitment to the grind, and your willingness to suffer for something greater. When you think about going all in, it's not just a decision. It's a commitment to war. War against every excuse, every limitation, every part of you that wants to stay average. And don't get it twisted. The battle isn't out there in the world. It's right here inside you. The enemy isn't some external force. It's not the competition, the economy, or your circumstances. The enemy is you. It's the version of you that's afraid of the grind, afraid of failure, afraid of how much it's going to hurt. You've got to look that version of yourself dead in the eye and say, not today. Because going all in means you're done negotiating with weakness. There's no bargaining, no compromise, no halfway. You burn the boats. You torch the safety nets. You walk into the fire knowing damn well that it's going to burn. But you don't flinch. You don't back down. Because you understand something most people will never get. The fire doesn't destroy you. It forges you. Think about the life you want. The goals you've set. The dream version of yourself that's living in the back of your mind. Now ask yourself, am I willing to pay the price for that? Because make no mistake, there is a price. It's paid in sweat, blood, tears, and sacrifice. It's paid in the late nights and early mornings, in the loneliness of chasing something bigger than yourself. It's paid when you choose discipline over comfort, purpose over pleasure. But here's the kicker. Most people don't even try. They'll tell you they want it. They'll talk a big game. But when it's time to put up or shut up, fold. Why? Because going all in means risk. It means there's no backup plan, no safety net. It means you might fail. And failure, it terrifies people. They'd rather stay in their little bubble of mediocrity than face the possibility of falling flat on their face. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning. It's the training ground for greatness. Every time you fail, every time you fall short, it's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to come back stronger. The only real failure is quitting. The only way you lose is if you stop fighting. So embrace the failures. Welcome the setbacks. They're the price of admission to the life you want. When you go all in, you stop caring about what other people think. You stop worrying about looking foolish or making mistakes. You stop waiting for permission to go after what you want. Because deep down you know that no one's going to hand it to you. No one's going to pave the way. It's on you to create your own path, to build your own empire brick by bloody brick. And yeah, it's going to hurt. There will be days when you feel like you can't take another step, like the weight of the world is crushing you. There will be nights when you're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if it's all worth it. Let me tell you something. Those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you decide who you really are. Do you fold? Or do you get back up and keep swinging? Most people quit. They hit that wall and they turn around. But you're different. You don't stop at the wall. You smash through it. You don't settle for good enough. You push until there's nothing left. And when you think you've reached your limit, you push some more. Because going all in isn't about what you can do when it's easy. It's about what you're willing to do when it's hard. You've got to be willing to outwork, outlast, and outfight everyone else. You've got to be the one who shows up when others stay home, who puts in the work when others make excuses, who keeps going when everyone else has quit. That's what separates the winners from the losers, the average from the unstoppable. So ask yourself right now, am I giving it my all? Not just today, not just in this moment, but in every aspect of my life. And if the answer is no, then it's time to stop lying to yourself. It's time to wake up, step up, and go all in. Because when you finally do, when you give everything you've got, you'll find out something incredible. You'll find out that you're stronger than you thought, tougher than you imagined, and capable of more than you ever believed. You'll look back and realize that every sacrifice, every struggle, every ounce of pain, it was all worth it. So stop holding back. Stop playing small. Stop settling for anything less than everything you've got. Go all in. Stay relentless. And whatever you do, never ever quit.